Hey everyone, Julian here, and today I'm going to show you how to do some cool James Blake style vocal effects. So, to start off with, I have this little acapella snippet of a cover of Retrograde.
So show me why you're strong.
This was done by Robbie Taylor. His channel is linked in the description. Make sure to go subscribe and like his videos and comment because he's pretty dope. This is a really cool cover, and yeah, I'm just going to be using this to sort of show you some techniques. So anyway, the first one I'm going to be showing you is chopping up the end of like a line like this and just sort of repeating it a few times and then letting it finish. So what I mean by this is we're going to take this little quarter note here, and I'm going to duplicate it over, I guess, 3 times, and then the last one will play out all the way. So this is going to sound like this.
So show me why you're strong.
So, as you can hear, this definitely sounds like an effect James Blake has used. Definitely in some of his earlier work, I heard him doing this a lot. Like around the time like the Wilhelm scream came out, that kind of era, I guess, of James Blake. But if you listen, there's something we gotta do, and that is we have to fix this little click here. So a very easy way to do that is just go in and there's these little fades on the side that allow you to sort of fade in and out of a sound. And we're just going to drag those on each one of these over to the left or right, depending on which side the fade is on. And now you can hear no more clicking. So this is how James Blake does it when he does this effect. And yeah, this is a really cool effect. I really like doing this because it gives it like, it's an interesting vibe because you get the vocal chop kind of feel, but then you're still retaining like the meaning of what the words are saying, which is really, really important for James Blake's music, of course. And if you're trying to do stuff in that style, it's also very important. Now, another way you can do this, and this is something I've heard him doing more recently. I heard him doing this on Travis Scott's Stop Trying to Be God, and that is the same technique where you just copy over a part of the vocal, but we're going to let it play out all the way each time. So I'm going to drag this one out and drag this one out and then drag this one out. And as you can see, you have to put these on different tracks, obviously, so they can overlap each other. But that's not too hard with digital audio workstations and all. And then I'm just going to put these down at the same volume as the other one. And now this is going to sound like this.
So show me why you're strong.
So you can hear, it's a cool effect. It's a little bit hectic. This tends to work best at like faster tempos. Like if I was at like 160.
So show me why you're strong.
It kind of fits a little bit more just because it is kind of more hectic sounding. But it's an interesting feel. Like it gives you this cool like overlapping vocal effect. It's like it's kind of messy, but only for a second, and then when it's over, your ear kind of is like intrigued by it. It's a very interesting effect, but it's definitely an important one to try if you want to get that kind of sound. So the next thing I'm going to be showing you is we're going to actually just take the snippet and repeat it a bunch of times and do some filtering and pitch it up. And that's going to sound pretty cool as well. I'm going to describe some stuff about that. So as you can see, I'm just copying this at the point where it restarts a bunch of times. Let's do like 8 bars like that. And now,
show me why you're strong. So show me why you're strong.
So we can pitch this up.
Show me why you're strong. So show me why you're strong.
And if we maybe like filter it a little bit, I'll get an EQ8 and we'll do like a pretty simple bandpass kind of filter.
So show me why you're strong. So show me why you're strong. So show.
You can see this kind of is like to a similar point that I was saying about the other vocal chops. You're getting like these chopped up vocals that repeat and are obviously, you know, not just somebody singing, and they have kind of a more interesting feel to them, but you also are still retaining the meaning of like what's going on. Like you're not just chopping this into oblivion where it may sound cool, but it's obviously not going to be saying the same thing and it's not going to convey the meaning of the song as well. But this way, you know, you're able to kind of like I said, just keep saying what you're trying to say with the song and with the lyrics, but you also get the cool vocal chops. So yeah, that's really gonna be it for today, guys. Like I said, just kind of a few different techniques I picked up on from listening to James Blake's music about how to chop up vocals. So make sure to let me know what you think of this video in the comments, and make sure to like this video as well as subscribe. And I will see you guys again tomorrow with another tutorial.